Very good morning to you. And today we are going to discuss about the third video regarding this infrastructure. In the previous video we have studied the economic infrastructure of India, that is power, not power as an important infrastructure, economic infrastructure for the growth and development of every economy. See, it is not only, it is very clear that power alone is not only the basic infrastructure which is used. With that, the social infrastructure is also very important. With the economic infrastructure, social infrastructure is having equal importance into the growth and development of the economy. I hope it has been clear. Because if the social infrastructure of the country will not be strong, how it will be possible that an economy can develop? An economy cannot develop with a strong social infrastructure. एक strong infrastructure के बिना एक economy develop नहीं हो सकती. And for the development of the economy, both the type of infrastructure, whether it is economic or whether it is social, दोनों तरीके के infrastructure को होना, strong होना, it's very important. So in this video we are going to discuss about one of the most important infrastructures, social infrastructure, which has a great importance into the growth and development of the economy, and it is health. See, it is very much obvious that a healthy human being can only contribute into the economy. एक healthy person होता है, वो क्या करता है? That healthy person is contributing into the economy, ठीक है? Plus वो काम करने में ज़्यादा efficient, effective होता है, because he is healthy. He has the capacity to work more as compared to the people, those who are weak or having some other disease. The working hours, working capacity is rather more of a healthy person as compared to a weak person. So for a healthy person, for having the good working capital, working physical capital of human capital, healthy human capital, health infrastructure is very important. And the countries, those who are having the good health infrastructure, the working people, the working population of the country is healthy over there. They are providing them good health facilities. For example, we have already seen nowadays this corona pandemic has started, and in this corona pandemic, what is happening? The people, those who are having weak immunity, they are being catched with this corona to a great extent. So it is very important that the health system should be well developed, sanitization facilities should be there, so that we should have a healthy working population with us. See now, health is health. What does you mean by health? Health is a state of complete physical. Physical means the way we are doing, physical work we are doing, mental ability to think about it, and the social well-being. Social well-being means so that socially a healthy person mingles out more effectively as compared to the weak people. Now what happened? An absence of any disease. There is no disease with anybody. So this type of state is known as healthy person. This is the definition of health. Now, development of the health infrastructure into a country of a healthy manpower for the production of goods and services. See, if we wanted to produce certain goods and services, it is very important that the manpower which is doing those work, that manpower should be healthy, fit, so that they can do the work with more capacity, with more ability, so that they can give more contribution to the GDP of the country here. See, in India, as we are studying into the Indian context. In India, what is there? In India, the healthcare facilities या health infrastructure is being divided into three parts. That is primary healthcare, secondary healthcare, and tertiary healthcare. Primary healthcare is a small hospital with a very limited resources. Only the primary treatment can be done into the primary healthcare centers. Basically, these primary healthcare centers are situated where into the distant areas, into the villages, where only the primary health facilities can be given to the people over that area. Small villages or distant rural areas, these primary healthcare is being situated. Now, secondary healthcare. What do you mean by secondary healthcare? This is a second tier system, and basically this secondary healthcare centers are situated into every districts, into the big towns or big cities of every districts, with little more facilities provided here. If a person needed some more facilities, then this primary healthcare centers in each and every secondary healthcare centers in each and every district is being established with more facilities rather than the primary healthcare. Now the tertiary healthcare is the big hospitals with ultra modern technology, all the facilities, amenities which is available here. For the critical diseases, if anybody wants to go there, they can go and have the treatment there. So the Indian infrastructure for health is being divided into three tiers: primary, secondary, primary into the rural areas, distant areas or village areas, secondary into the big towns of every districts, and tertiary, it is a big hospitals of state or at the national level, having all the facilities for the critical diseases. I hope it is being clear. Now, Indian system of medicines. See, as we know that India is having their own techniques, own methods for curing the patients. For curing the patients, India is having their own system. Only allopathy is not the only way to treat a person. Here we are having a very good system of medicines other than allopathy, that is Ayush. This is the Indian Vedic instruments which is being used in order to cure the people here. Ayurvedic Ayush is a very well managed medical system which is there in India. Ayurveda, as you know that this is the ancient therapy by which the medical treatment was done. In India, yoga is also one of the good instrument to solve the problems, diseases problem of the people. Unani, Siddha, homeopathy and naturopathy. So this system is the alternative treatment which is being given here in India for the treatment of the people, and they are very good also, which help the people to recure or cure very fast. Now the rural and urban divide. As you know that, see, in the rural areas there is limited healthcare infrastructure. The healthcare infrastructure is very limited in this area, and that is the reason why the people, those who are living into the rural areas, they get very little access to the modern medical facilities. They need to go to the to the big cities for the advanced treatment. Otherwise, some of them are there only who cannot afford to go outside the big districts, so they live there only for their treatment. So this led to the difference between the status of the people. The people here into the urban area get access to this health infrastructure more easily because they are living into the urban areas. All type of facilities are being provided here. So that is the reason why these people, the status of these people are very well here into the urban areas as compared to the rural areas. Now women health. Women health is also one of the important thing which has to be considered. See, as we know that since very long time these women are being suffering and they are having the difference. Obviously into every society women are considered as inferior and their health is also being considered as inferior. Even the woman herself is not taking care of her health as she is taking care of her husband as well as the children. So women health is the primary thing which the government is working on. Women health should be ensured because the health of the woman, the healthy woman will be giving birth to a healthy child, and a healthy child will build a healthy nation here. So women health has been given the priority, and that is the reason why the government has started many programs, policies, many schemes, many subsidies has been started even into the primary health care, secondary health care, to give women priority basis healthcare services for the good health of the woman. Now there is some critical assessment. We are having all type of therapies for the good health infrastructure, but then also there are many deficiencies into our health infrastructure. What type of deficiencies India is facing here? Inadequate distribution of health services. See, the health services which we are having, which is not at all adequate. Why not adequate? Because the demand for these, the population is growing, and that is the reason why the demand for healthcare services is also increasing. And to fulfill that increasing demand of the healthcare services, our government or our people are not able to fulfill those demand accordingly, and that is the reason why many of the people into the country remain deprived of good health infrastructure. Next is communicable diseases. In India, as we know that many type of communicable diseases are spreading, which is hampering the health of the people over here. Second is poor sanitation facilities in the many kachi bastis and into the many slums areas. The sanitation facilities are not being provided into a good manner, and that is a reason and that is a cause of health deficiency into the people. And due to this health deficiency, what is happening? Due to this health deficiency, the people are becoming sick, and as more and more sick the people are more and more sick people are rising, then what is happening? As more and more people are rising, sick people are rising, the demand for healthcare services is increasing day by day, and the government is not able to fulfill that demand appropriately. So that is also one of the major problem here. Lack of manpower. See, the number of nurses, the number of doctors which is being required is very less into these healthcare services. And this also become one of the critical assessment or one of the deficiency of the healthcare system in India, which has to be improved to make the infrastructure of the for our health more suitable and stronger. Now, malnutrition. Malnutrition here means the people those who are very poor, the people those who are living below the poverty line, these people are malnutritious. Why? Because they are not getting even a 2 square meal due to the deficiencies of calories and due to the deficiency of food. They are having many type of health problems, and due to this health problems, malnutrition problem, the health infrastructure is hampering of the country. Role of private sector. See, there are private sector, not denying this fact that only public sector is working. Private sectors are there, but they are giving the better services as compared to the public sector also. But now what happened? The expenses of these private sectors are such which is beyond the reach of a poor people. The poor people cannot access the healthcare facilities from these private sector. So this is also one of the critical assessments here into the infrastructure into the country. So now this chapter is completed, this infrastructure is completed. Please go through these 3 videos of this chapter and understand the concept regarding this chapter. In the next video, we are going to start up with another chapter, that is sustainable development. Now we are going to finish up these things very fast and we will be starting up with our national income. I hope it is being very clear to all. Thank you.